station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 9 o'clock, covering the entire DMV. A shutdown showdown. There are now enough votes in Congress to keep the government open. Senators actively working inside the Capitol before the 11th hour deadline. Plus, police say this man is responsible for several sex offenses in Fairfax County. How police caught him after he was spotted near children. And new gun laws going into effect in Maryland tomorrow. The changes you need to know about.
And the weather right now is quiet. It will stay that way for the second half of the weekend. And what about a spectacular looking 7-day forecast that we have ahead of us? We'll talk about it coming up.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Ben Dennis this Saturday evening. Breaking right now on Capitol Hill, it appears fears of a government shutdown are being put to bed. There are now enough votes in the U.S. Senate to approve a temporary funding bill, mere hours after a remarkable shift with the House okaying a bipartisan bill to fund the government for 45 days. But what was notably left out, more funding to support Ukraine's war efforts in their war against Russia. But Senate leaders did vow to separately approve funding for Ukraine. President Biden still needs to sign the spending bill before a shutdown is formally avoided. Again, you are looking at a live look of the Senate floor where those votes have been tabulated, going through some procedural motions right now before that bill is filed and potentially heads its way over to the White House. Stay with us. We're keeping you updated throughout this newscast. And people all over the DMV waiting it out in the final hours to see if lawmakers could do it. Our Dave Laval is live tonight on the National Mall with thousands of people out for the World Cultural Festival. Dave, hard pressed to get a better backdrop than you have right now, but how is everybody feeling given just what? They're mere feet, yards away from where these budget talks are ongoing.
Well, Ben, we can tell you they're anxious as they await word from the U.S. Capitol just a few blocks from where we're standing. This is the first time the district has hosted the event as more than 450,000 people from over 180 countries are expected to gather here on the National Mall over the weekend. The festival celebrates diversity and culture while promoting unity. Regardless of what happens tonight, Sunday's final day of the World Culture Festival will take place as scheduled. Mayor Muriel Bowser, National Park Service announced an agreement Friday that will allow access to the National Mall for the event. Still, people we talk to want any source
to be working right now. They need their money. So anything that they can do to keep things going is good.
And tonight's activities wrap up in about half an hour, and then everything resumes tomorrow morning from 9:30 until 1 p.m. We're live on the National Mall. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
It's a loud one, but an exciting one indeed. Thanks, Dave. Meantime, a fiery crash kills 4 people overnight in Prince George's County. Police haven't released their names or ages. They did tell us that the car slammed into a tree and caught fire, killing everybody inside. And in Fairfax County, police arrested and charged this man for a string of sexual offenses over the past several months. Charges against Felix Antonio Mejias Vigil include indecent exposure and indecent liberties with a child under the age of 15. Police say that they were shown this surveillance video, and the man had matched a suspect description for those crimes. This all happened near Franconia Park in the Groveton area, where police say the suspect is accused of acts dating back to the early summer months. Police are asking the public to share any relevant information about the case. And tomorrow, millions of Americans will have to start making federal student loan repayments yet again. The pandemic era pause is ending. And as monthly expenses kick back in, we found several avenues to navigate how you can repay to fit your personal needs. Forbes said D.C., Maryland, and Virginia are among the top 5 states with the most for the average amount owed. About 92% of all student debt is from federal student loans, the remaining amount from private loans. Enroll in AutoPay. Borrowers will save 0.25% on their interest. Find another repayment plan if you can. There's income-driven plans, a graduated plan, extended repayment plans, and a revised pay-as-you-earn plan. Consider refinancing or consolidation. Plus, you can set savings aside. Some accounts will credit you annually. This could help you down the road. Consider a high-yield savings account for free money tacked on what you save every single year. Plus, qualified public service workers can have their student loans forgiven under certain conditions, mainly 120 on-time payments. They don't have to be consecutive. Those are government workers, teachers, nonprofit employees among them. Finally, certain companies will offer loan financial aid. And consider checking with your college alma mater or local community college if they offer in-person or online financial planning sessions. Turning now to your weather now on DC News Now. Your time is 9:05. And Scott, I know that you have a flood advisory behind you on that graphic. Tell us, what does this really mean?
Okay, this is being seen typically. Obviously, there's not a drop of rain out there, and we have mostly clear skies. So you're saying, well, why is there a flood advisory? Because it's a specific type. It's a coastal flood advisory. It's for places right around the Chesapeake as well as parts of the Potomac, and it's at times of high tide. So it's a window of a couple of hours where the water levels could rise a little above normal and come in on land a little bit. Now, we're not looking at moderate, we're not looking at major flooding, we're looking at minor flooding at best here. But still, worth noting here for the district as well as Annapolis area as well as Lexington Park. It's the usual suspects here, St. Mary's County, Anne Arundel County, as well as a district right around the waterfront. So let's break down those times of high tides, and you can see here the waterfront getting up there around that minor flooding, which is 4.2 feet, which starts there. So we're looking at about 4.1 overnight up to around 10, 11 o'clock in a couple of hours here. But then the low tide cycle kicks in, and then once again we could have that posted, again, a coastal flood advisory for areas around time of high tide here around the waterfront as we go into your Friday, so actually going into Sunday and thereafter. All right, let's take a look here at our forecast highs. This is the different story. We're looking at temperatures that are going to be a little above normal here over the next couple days, in the 80s, eventually getting down to normal at the end of the week. But enjoy the bask and bask in the sunshine and the above normal temperatures for this late time of year. As you see, the planner here mostly clear over the next couple of hours.
Well, the s'mores look mighty comforting. Thank you, Scott. Turning now, the University of Maryland Terps earning a big win tonight against Indiana. The Terps are now undefeated, 5-0 this season. The 44-7 win marks the Terps' first 5-0 start since 2001. The Terps were led by quarterback Talua Tagovailoa, who threw 5 touchdowns in the win. 3 of those touchdowns caught by wide receiver Ty Felton. The Terps move on to their next matchup against top 5 ranked Ohio State. That's set to kick off next Saturday at noon. And baseball fans across Maryland are remembering a legend after the death of Orioles third baseman Brooks Robinson. Our Skylar Salas talked with some fans who have fond memories of him on and off the field.
Brooks Robinson was known as one of the greats that played baseball for the Baltimore Orioles, and after his recent death, many are feeling the loss. Perennial All-Star Baltimore Orioles third baseman Brooks Robinson passed away at the age of 86. The Arkansas native played minor league baseball for the York, Pennsylvania farm team before becoming the famed infielder in Baltimore, eventually being inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
I moved from Baltimore in 1971, came to Hagerstown, but I was a big Oriole fan, and I went to a lot of games, and he was there during the golden era of the Orioles.
Robinson received 16 Gold Glove awards and was named MVP in the 1970 World Series against the Cincinnati Reds.
I remember the 2 World Series when he swept the Dodgers 4 straight, but more importantly later when they beat the Cincinnati Reds in the World Series, and Brooks was he was the MVP. I mean, he was like a vacuum cleaner. While
fans were awed by Robinson's on-field performance, he was also known for his supportive interaction with the community.
I was president of Federal Little League many years ago when Brooks was at his peak. We always had a banquet for the little kids and their parents. So we decided to try to get a guest speaker. I called up the Orioles. Next thing you know, I've got Brooks Robinson. He came up and he charged us $200. Doesn't happen today. You couldn't get anybody up here for $2,000. but that was Brooks Robinson.
Robinson ranks at the top of Maryland's baseball legends and will be missed by fans and friends alike. Reporting in Hagerstown, Maryland, Skylar Salas, DC News Now.